welcome to Dialogue with Deidre. I'm your host, Deidre Malone, and we have an exciting show for you today. It is very rare that I have an opportunity to have a governor on my show, and we're very excited because State Representative G.A. Hardaway brought the Governor Rasanja from Kenya is on our show, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about the relationship that Tennessee specifically is trying to forge with Kenya. And we're excited about it from an economic development standpoint. Representative Hardaway, welcome to Dialogue with Deidre.
Thank you, Deidre. As usual, I get a chance to sit here with my journalist idol, and I'm intimidated, but I'm going to do the best I can to try to stick with you.
You do so well. We want to make sure that we turn the mic on, because the mic wasn't on, and so no one could really hear what we were talking about. So we have in the studio Governor Rasanja. Am I pronouncing? Rasanga. Governor, Your Excellency, thank you so much for being a part of Dialogue with Deidre today.
Thank you.
Can you talk to us a little bit about why you're in the United States and what your trip is about?
We are in the United States to visit our brothers who came to America, and we would like them to come back to Africa because we have a lot of opportunities in Africa. The value of the opportunities is too big that if they can turn to Africa, they will, one, help us in as far as economic development is concerned, and they in turn will also help themselves.
Okay.
So we are asking the African Americans that we have opportunities of unsurmountable amount in terms of tourism opportunities, agricultural potential, mineral deposits, and so on and so forth. So it is a great opportunity that we have come here, that hitherto our coming to this place, we used to have a centralized system where we had a national government calling the shots for everybody. But this time around, we had a constitution in 2010 that enabled counties, which are 47 in number, to be able to chart their course and destiny with regard to economic development. And therefore, we're out here to talk to our American brothers, to listen to our call, so that those who have the ability to invest can come and invest in our counties. We came to about 5 hours. It is only me who has remained. The others caught their flights back. But here we are, I'm representing them.
And there were other governors who were with you.
Yes, one went this morning, that is represented by Kodibath, Governor Cyprian Awiti for Homa Bay. Yes, Jack Ranguma, Governor for Kisumu, went earlier on. Governor Jamong for Busia County also had to leave, but had sent a representative who went this morning. And all of us are asking for the same thing, that we have the untapped opportunities which require a little understanding between the parties involved, so that the benefit will go either way.
Okay.
It is not one party to benefit. We want to benefit all of us. Our constitution talks about the participation of the citizens. So when an investor comes, we would really wish that the investment will affect the lives of the people, either by employing them or by them also owning part of the investment.
Are there different industries specifically that you're interested in?
Pardon?
Are there specific relationships that you're interested in attracting to your country? Be it healthcare or from an economic development standpoint? Is there a major corporation that you're interested in coming to your country? Cody, do you want to?
Yes, Deidre, thank you very much for welcoming us to Memphis. I am not a stranger to the United States. I had wonderful years in the United States.
And you're based in Dallas now, right, Cody Barth?
Now, that's right. I had a graduate degree, Master of Science from Columbia University 10 years ago. And then I went to business school and got an MBA from UT Dallas. And now my governor of Homer Bay, Governor Cyprian Awiti, asked me to represent him because he had to fly back on a short notice. And to give you a little bit of the picture where Kenya is on the map, we are on the east coast of Africa. Kenya is the economic hub of the region. There are 7 to 10 countries that depend on our seaport. We are the biggest seaport, the port of Mombasa. So if you want goods to come in and out of that region, you're going to need Kenya.
Okay.
Kenya has about 12 U.S. federal agencies represented in that country. Kenya has the biggest United States embassy in Africa and the Middle East. Now in Kenya, which is about 2.5 times the size of Nevada, as Governor Asanga said, we have counties which are the equivalent of states here in the United States. We have a new constitutional dispensation so that we are devolving economic development to these levels. We are devolving justice to these levels. We are devolving law enforcement to these levels down to the county level. So in other words, Governor Asanga here, who comes from Siaya County, the county of the father, President Obama.
Okay.
Calls the shots in that county. 5 counties are around Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria is the source of the River Nile and the biggest freshwater lake in Africa. 5 counties around this lake have been marginalized for the last 50 years. And now it's our time to develop.
And why were they marginalized?
Because the central system of government put premium on where the first president of the country came from.
I understand.
The first president came from the central part of the country, so all resources went to that country. If you are in opposition, as our region has played opposition politics, asking hard questions, why, and those tough questions, if you were not singing in tune with the central government administration, then your area was left behind.
Okay.
So we have been left behind for 50 years. And we want to come to the United States and say, we are open for business. What do we have that is open for business? The lake shore is an open area for business. We have pristine beaches that need development into tourist resorts. We have in Homer Bay County that I represent a national park where we have the world's rarest antelope. There is one antelope in the world that if you want it, you have to come to us.
To your county.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's called the Roan antelope.
Roan antelope.
It's only found in Homer Bay County. The world will come to our county. And then we have a lot of agricultural potential.
Okay.
Sweet potatoes, corn, peanuts, pineapple, cotton, soya beans. And Tennessee has experience with cotton and soya beans.
Yes.
These are untapped commercial scale, never tapped before. So you come to Homer Bay, these are opportunities waiting to happen.
So those are the types of partnerships you're looking for?
Those are the partnerships we're looking for.
Okay.
Energy.
Okay.
Very important. You can't drive the economy without energy. Kenya, all of Kenya, produces 1,600 megawatts of electricity. That's about electricity that is used by the city of Memphis alone. That's what we got. We are far behind the target. We need about 10,000 megawatts of electricity by 2020. We have the resources. The potential is there. In Homer Bay County, we have geothermal potential. President Obama came last month and launched a fund that is called Power Africa. The goal is to power the homes of Africa, light them up. And there is going to be $7 billion of US federal dollars and private investments from this country to come and power Africa. Kenya is one of them. We want African Americans to take this opportunity, get these dollars, come and get that geothermal off the ground to power our county and our regions around it and make dollars out of it.
Representative Hardaway, a good follow-up to that is, with this visit, I know you've been playing a role from a state level in terms of introductions. What are you hoping to come from some of these introductions that you've made since the governors have been here?
Yeah, the bottom line is that business is done based upon relationships. So the goal this first time around is to establish those relationships, to make introductions, and then we want to put a process in place. We'll debrief, we being my team here on the ground, including all of the agencies that were engaged in the conversations since the governor's been here. And then we will develop a process by which we will set up the vetting, the ability to access the data that identifies those countries that we should do business with, those opportunities, whether they're products, services, direct investments, whether it's some other management and skills that they need. We'll identify them. We will identify our own talent pools, and we'll be able to match them up.
Okay.
We've met with the county. We've met with our county officials, Melvin Burgess, James Harvey, Sidney Chisholm. We've met with our city mayor's office. We've met with our economic and community development representatives here, Joanne Massey, and we were due in Nashville today, and things just got too good in Memphis.
Okay.
So we're going to put off Nashville until we have a return visit from the governors in a couple of months.
Okay.
And somewhere in between now and then, a couple of us are supposed to go over so that we can familiarize ourselves with what the landscape is and be able to better communicate back here with our government and with our private entities what's going on. We've met with individual investors, African American investors, and the governor has been clear that he wants everyone engaged, but like I've done this year, he wants a focus on doing business with family.
Well, I think that's admirable, and I think that's very doable. And so from that standpoint, if there are viewers out there that are interested in investing, looking for that partnership, who do they need to reach out to now?
The simplest way would be to call my office.
Okay.
And I'll direct the traffic where it needs to go. Either my people's cell phone, which is 901-949-1000, or my office number, which is 615-741-5625. So either 901-949-1000 or 615-741-5625.
And what we'll do is we'll post that information on the MUTV1.com site as well as the Dialogue with Deidre Facebook page to make sure that you have access to it. In terms of closing remarks, Your Excellency, what would you like to share as a part of your closing remarks with our viewers?
I would like to state that this is supposed to be an equal opportunity participation, so that the investor, and the place where they are investing is supposed to benefit both parties equally, so that we don't have exploitation in the process. And we believe this will come from America because of the American heritage. And so I would like them to come in big numbers so that we get to it, to exploit the resources which we have, which is very potential and which is capable of waking us up. Another thing is that we are not well placed when it comes to healthcare. We also would like to have a response to this, so that we have some donation with regard to medicine, with regard to equipment for hospital administration, and generally even the capacity building of our people in that regard, so that we would have our people trained to be skillful in handling human care. If that can be done, then that would be very good for us.
You know, Governor, I was thinking as you said healthcare, my background, you know, I handled PR for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital for 10 years, and they have an international reach. And so as I'm sitting here listening to you on the next visit, I think that there should be a meeting set up with the leaders of St. Jude and ALSAC to talk about, because they have international clinics across the world. And so that might be a great partnership, specifically with the work that they're doing with sickle cell anemia, which is something that a lot of Africans and African Americans have, and so as well as, you know, some of the cancers. So that would be a good opportunity, Representative Hardaway. We need to make note of that, that we schedule a meeting with the leaders over at St. Jude, because it is an internationally renowned institution, and I can envision a partnership there.
Wonderful.
And so...
and by the way, we're leaving here heading for Methodist Labana.
Bonner? Oh, that's
and
wonderful.
We're going to sit down with Mary Armour, and we're going to tour the facility, so that some of the new advanced methods of caring for our babies, prenatal care, things that are critical for his county and the rest of Kenya and the continent to know and improve upon. We're going to see what relationships we can strike up there. But we had discussed using you next time.
we can definitely work with you on that.
It's good to hear you. I told you she'd cooperate with us, guys.
Then he puts me on the spot on my show, Cody. Do you notice that? Before I ask you for your last words, I do want to take this opportunity to ask the governor, is he proud of our nation's leader, President Obama?
Seriously. So, because he has his roots from my county.
That's right. That's the reason I wanted to make note of that.
Yes.
He has roots from your county.
Yes.
So, and we're very proud of him
Yes.
in this country
and
as
I'm
well.
asking the Americans also to take advantage of my government in Siaya, so that they can come in big numbers as tourists to see where Obama's father was born, and many other cultural sites,
Absolutely.
including an oxbow lake that we have within the county, which is the second largest in Africa.
That's wonderful.
And as he's talking about the antelope in Homa Bay, we also have one of the rarest antelopes within the county, known as Itatunga.
In your county. Little competition with the antelopes here.
There's a lot to see in Kenya.
We're excited about it.
Yes.
Cody, closing remarks.
As you all probably know, Kenya is the cradle of mankind. The oldest human fossils are found in Kenya. We haven't found fossils older than that. So every time you land in Nairobi, we say, welcome home.
Welcome home.
So everybody, welcome home. Come to Kenya.
Let me sum it up for you.
You can close it out, Representative.
This is about mutual respect and doing business This is about creating wealth on both sides of the ocean. It's about taking the resources, the skills, the talents, the capital, those things that African Americans in particular, but all Americans have here, and partnering and teaming up with our relatives in Kenya and our family in Kenya, and creating wealth there, improving the quality of life on both sides of the ocean by doing business with family members. It's that simple. They're at a critical point to where their economic slavery has to come to an end. We're talking about assisting and freeing up their people from the malaise that they're in economically, and the same thing for our folks on this side of the ocean. At the end of the day, it's about improving the quality of life for all of our people.
And we're going to sum it up by saying we're going to end economic slavery. We're going to partner with Kenya. So make sure that you go to the Dialogue with Deidre Facebook page so you can find out information about how you can invest. And remember, the governor said it best, we're talking about a partnership, not just us working with them, but they want to work with us. So we're going to end it on that note, and make sure now, before this day is over, we're going to have that information up so you can call Representative G.A. Hardaway's office and speak with Tina. And she's going to make sure that your information is included in the database as we build this database and look for ways that we can partner with Kenya. Thank you so much for watching Dialogue with Deidre. See you next week.
The Carter Malone Group is a full-service public relations agency. Celebrating 10 years of being in business, the Carter Malone Group is located in Midtown Memphis and represents clients across the country. No matter what size your business, if you are interested in promoting your product or service and increasing your market share, contact the firm that can help you meet your goals. The Carter Malone Group. Call 901-278-0881 today.